Between the years of 2003 and 2013, hundreds of journalists were murdered, mostly by the cartels. And these were very brave people who were trying to do their job, trying to tell a story. But the cartels didn't want that story told. And so they were tortured, murdered, disappeared. I dedicated this book to them because I feel, as a writer sitting safely in the United States, as a fiction writer, I wrote this story in perfect security. You know, I'm not a hero, but those brave men and women, those journalists in Mexico who literally died, gave their lives to tell this story, should be remembered, and they should be remembered every name. I would have told you when I finished the first part, Power of the Dog, that that was it, that I was done with writing about that subject, because it wasn't an easy subject to write about. So I was sitting on the sidelines, if you will, but watching things develop. I thought that I'd written about the worst of the worst in Power of the Dog. Unimaginable. I was tragically so wrong. The things that have happened in the next number of years made Power of the Dog pale in comparison. Somewhere between 60 to 100,000 people have been killed in drug wars in Mexico during that period of time. You know, so I'm sitting 30 miles across the border watching this, and I think somewhere in the back of my mind, always thinking, I'm going to write this book, I don't want to write this book. I'm going to do this book, I don't want to write this book. But always keeping track, always doing the research, you know, reading about it, studying about it, asking questions. So on one level, always planned. On another level, bought it kicking and screaming. Well, sure. I mean, I think ultimately the only answer is legalization or decriminalization, because what you have to do is take the very high profits out of the drug trade. So by legalizing it, you start to control it. You bring the profit that makes things worth killing for down. So legalization is the cartel's ultimate nightmare.